We want to apply simultaneous equations in bread and groundnut business. In this video, we want to look at the real-life application of simultaneous linear equations in bread and groundnut business. Many a times we are asked, what is the application of this mathematics we solve every day in our lives? We keep looking for X and Y. How does it affect the world? So we want to pick simultaneous linear equation and see how we can use it in a real-life application, as simple as in the business of bread and groundnut. You want to watch this video to the end because it is interesting and educative. Let's assume that a man owns bread and groundnut business as the boss, and then he employs Mr. A to sell for him. On Monday, the boss called Mr. A and gave him 90 loaves of bread and 60 bottles of groundnut. He told him to sell them and return 50,000 naira. And then, on Thursday, the boss came back again with 30 loaves of bread and 100 bottles of groundnut and told Mr. A to sell them and return 48,000 naira. Mr. A do not know what to do or does not know what to do. He was confused and angry at the same time and said, "What kind of a boss is this? You just came with bread and groundnuts. You can't tell me how much to sell one bottle of groundnut and how much I will sell one loaf of bread. You have told me to go sell and bring back money to you. How do I know how much to sell the bread and groundnut? In fact, if I sell this bread and groundnut and it's not up to this amount, he's going to come back and threaten me with a sack letter. If I sell this bread and groundnut at a very high price, he's going to say I want to push him out of the business. In fact, I'm tired of this employment and I want to find my way out of this business." That is how he keeps complaining and complaining. But let's assume Mr. A studied mathematics and knows how to play with figures. He will gladly accept all of these products, go back home and play with the figures, and he will be able to tell how much to sell a loaf of bread and a bottle of groundnut. This is what Mr. B would have done if he was given this product. He would say to himself, "On Monday, I received 90 loaves of bread and 60 bottles of groundnut, and I'm expected to return 50,000 naira. He starts by saying, "Let bread be B and let groundnut be G." In mathematics, we like using X and Y, but since this scenario is about bread and groundnut, let's use B for bread and G for groundnut. So on Monday, he's going to write, "I was given 90 loaves of bread and 60 bottles of groundnut to return 50,000. He puts this as equation 1. He comes back and says, "On Thursday, I was given 30 loaves of bread and 100 bottles of groundnut to return 48,000. He says, 30 loaves of bread and 100 bottles of groundnut to return 48,000. He calls this equation 2. Now we have two equations, two linear equations, which we can solve simultaneously to obtain the value of B and G so that we know how much a loaf of bread will cost and how much a bottle of groundnut will cost. Follow me to the next page. Now, these are the two equations. If you look through these two equations, you will find out that for equation 1, 10 is common. For equation 2, 10 is also common. So we can divide through equation 1 and equation 2 by 10. If we divide through 1 and 2 by 10, we are going to have 9b plus 6g equals 5,000, equation 1, and equation 2 will become 3b plus 10g equals 4,800, equation 2. The reason being that 90 divided by 10 it gives us 9, 60 divided by 10 gives us 6, 50,000 divided by 10 gives us 5,000. Similarly, 30 divided by 10 is 3, 100 divided by 10 is 10, and 48,000 divided by 10 is 4,800. Now we have a simple linear equation to solve simultaneously, and we're going to use elimination method. All we just need to do is to eliminate one of them, either B or G. Let's eliminate B. To eliminate B, it means we'll multiply equation 1 by 3, the coefficient of B in equation 2. And we multiply equation 2 by 9, the coefficient of B in equation 1. This is what I mean. Multiply 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 9. So we have 3, that is this 3, multiplying equation 1, 9b plus 6g equals 5,000. And 9 multiplying equation 2, this 9 here, multiplying equation 2. By the time we carry out the multiplication, we are going to have 9 times 3b gives us 27b, 3 times 6g gives us 18g, 3 times 5,000 gives us 15,000, 9 times 3b gives us 27b, 9 times 10g gives us 90g, 9 times 4,800 gives us 43,200. Let's call it equation 3 and 4. You can see we have 27b here and 27b here. So if we subtract equation 4 from 3, we will eliminate the b, which is our target. So let's subtract. By subtraction, 27b minus 27b becomes 0, so b is eliminated. 18g minus 90g gives us negative 72g. 15,000 minus 43,200 gives us negative 28,200. To obtain g, we divide both sides by negative 72. And once we do this division, negative cancels negative. 28,200 divided by 72 will give us 391.67. What it means is that a bottle of groundnut can be sold for 391 naira 67 kobo. Now let's look at how to get the price for a loaf of bread. We just need to substitute this value into any of these equations. Let's pick equation 2. So if we substitute g into equation 2, this is our equation 2. From here, I brought it here, equation 2. We just need to put 391.67 in the place of g, so that we have 3b plus 10 into 391.67 equals 4,800. 10 times this gives us 391.6.7. Then we subtract this from both sides, so that we have 3b equals 4,800 minus 391.6.7. To obtain b, we divide both sides by b. This minus this gives us 883.3. Then we divide it by 3 to obtain b, which means a loaf of bread becomes 294 naira 43 kobo. So you can see that with mathematics, we've been able to tell how much a bottle of groundnut will cost and how much a loaf of bread will cost. Let's look at this on the next page. But because we can't really get these values of money nowadays, we need to round off. So feel free to round off to the nearest 100. To the nearest 100 means a bottle of groundnut can sell for 400 naira, while a loaf of bread can sell for 300 naira, to the nearest 100. So mathematics has helped this man to be able to determine how much to sell a bottle of groundnut and a loaf of bread. So it is not a useless subject. It is not a useless course to study in the university. Now take note of something. This is a very, very simple scenario we have used. In our corporate world, the use of mathematics becomes complex. The exercise we'll be dealing with becomes complex. But I've used a layman's knowledge of bread and groundnut to explain this. So take note that in the real world, you need this knowledge in the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM. These are the areas that governs modern days technological advancement. And any country or environment where this is renowned and properly studied, you find its usefulness in development. So don't believe that going to school is a scam, because school actually enhances development. It is either you are not studying properly, or the government of the day has not provided an enabling environment to utilize the school effectively. Otherwise, it is very useful across the world. If you understood what we've done, then here is a simple one for you to do. Read the question, provide an answer, and put your answer in the comment section, and I'll be there waiting for you. Thank you for watching our video, and see you in our next video.